And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Al Leiter.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jake Myers leading things off and takes a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
High fly ball down the left field line. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 44.
Here's a batter who, for whatever
Alvarez.
reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Way back, out of here. And the Astros jump in front. It's 1-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And there's the strike. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses to first, and they get Altuve for the out. And that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy, and today on the hill, Framber Valdez.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Tony.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tony Gwynn. Swing and a miss as he was
No
out
ball.
front that
1
time.
strike. Ball 1. 1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
I wouldn't throw him another
1-2.
breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball 2.
Outside. And the count is even, 2-2. And there's the ball. That one the other way. Pena slings to first. One up, one down. So up next for New York,
Batting second,
Mike
the
Cameron.
center fielder, Mike Cameron.
Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. Picked in the dirt, but he beats it. What an effort that time.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Francisco Lindor stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Fouled off down the right side.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside.
2-1.
Throw to second, and he's out.
He's out.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Ball.
Vladimir Guerrero stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Headed to the plate. Still able to fire over. Too late, and the runner is safe. And the misplay costs him. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's Alex Bregman. Leiter back to work. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to short. 1 out in the second.
He's out.
Craig Biggio now at the plate. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Yeah, that's fouled off. And Craig and Kevin Biggio were just the second father-son combo to each hit for the cycle. Pretty cool for both of them. And you know how I love the cycle. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Cam Smith. And a foul ball. Biggio stands at first with 1 out. Late swing fouled off.
Talking about Craig's son Kevin, he's a solid player, has a lot of his dad in him too. Plays the game real hard.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
And that's outside. Ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
The wind of the pitch. That one outside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. Dubon puts it away. 1 down. Now it's Matt Chapman. When you talk about a neat defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Chapman on his way to third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
Marcus Semien stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Chapman scores. We're tied at 1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
That's a hit. Coming around third is Semien. He'll score easily.
picks himself up at RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Jose Azocar, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at second. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that chance handled. Tony Gwynn digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Tony Gwynn.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That one fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Up the middle, Pena. Handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. The third inning, here's Carlos Correa. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And that is out of play. Dubon getting to start at first, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in Honduras. Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the batting order turns over. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Ball 1 there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Yeah, that's outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jeremy Pena flied to left his first time. Out there to center. Cameron on his way in. He's got it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Mike Cameron.
The center fielder, Mike Cameron.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Man at second. That one inside. 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to.
That one is absolutely belted. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. Vladimir Guerrero up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one lined into left field. Mets base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
1-0 to Freddie Freeman. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman.
Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. He tripled and scored his first time. Up and in, and that's ball one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Altuve under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the ground to the left. There's one, and that's 2. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground, right side. And that squirts through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits
Now
through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing at a ground ball and foul ball.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio. Those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Altuve swings and connects deep to left. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Alex Bregman.
The batter number 2.
Grounded out his first time up.
Alex Bregman.
Just missed. Foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And misses inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Craig Biggio. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
One zero.
In the dirt. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Out towards left center. Azokar makes the catch, and that's the third out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter what.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Alvarez through second.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Ball 2.
Into center. And there's one away. Mike Cameron up now for the Mets.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Alvarez, the runner at third. Azokar at second with 1 away.
Ball 2.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good eye right there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ripped to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in the play. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. That clips a corner. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Duvall hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero will hit next.
Designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Just missed. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Foul ball there. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he boots it. 1 run is in.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well.
Now,
Saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Cam Smith.
Cam Smith.
Leiter back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fair ball.
The batter, number 4.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the DH, Carlos Correa. That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Smith around third. He'll score. Hung up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Mauricio Dubon, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Line drive. Simeon slings to first in time. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. 1 for 2.
Jake Myers.
And first offering is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Azokar makes the grab, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is
third baseman
Matt Chapman. Right side, hard hit, and he's out on the tag. Here is Marcus Simeon.
Number 2, second baseman Marcus Simeon.
That's in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
1 out. Base is empty. Next offering is outside. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Hard hit to third. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. Now Francisco Alvarez. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 outs, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third, Smith gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Pena measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Check
1-1.
swing. He held up. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job, a 2-strike
Now
hit and that at bat. You can't do much
Jordan
better than that on a pitch that far
Alvarez.
outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Alvarez at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That's a
Next
ball.
offering misses down and away. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. On to Freddie, double play.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Just off the inside edge. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Well, we go bottom 6. And the batter now, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He jacks that one out to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-2. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Tony Gwynn. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back. Bang! And they add to their lead. It's 8-2. And now the center fielder, Mike Camrick. And first offering is fouled off. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one.
Lindor.
He swings and fouls one off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Alvarez sprinting after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Alvarez makes his way towards it, and it's caught for the out. And now Vladimir Guerrero.
The designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt. On
the ground to third, Smith. Tosses to first. And that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Swings through that. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, well, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. So next up for Houston, Craig Biggio. He is singled and he is fly to left. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. So 2 down now, and here is Cam Smith.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That's inside. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Freddie Freeman.
Freeman. Now pitching for the Astros, number 62, Bennett Sousa.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
So man aboard. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in safely. Hit in the air out to center field. Myers hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Marcus Semien. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
The catcher, number 4.
Runners on the corners with one gone. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Reaches for it, but it's foul.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because
out number 2. Now the left fielder, Jose Azocar. He's already homered in this game.
Azocar.
Just missed. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0. That's to third. Smith. The throw to first.
He's out.
And that is the third out of the inning. And we're back, ready to begin the eighth. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Carlos Correa. Leiter back to work. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Fought off foul. Correa gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The center fielder, Jake Myers.
And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. 1 for 3. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Max Kranick.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Squirts away a little bit. That one drilled left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Now batting, left fielder, Yordan.
First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Ball one, no strikes.
When it unravels, it can unravel pretty quickly. And right now, you're in a situation where you're one swing away from.
Glove flip to second. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Altuve in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 8-5.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily bit out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Now pitching.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Taylor Rogers.
Taylor Rogers.
And now it's Alex Bregman, just off the inside edge. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Check swing, one around. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The Mets leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
High fly ball out to left field. Azokar should have this one. Nabs it. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
A swing and a soft liner. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there.
Runner on the go. Base knock right field. And out to aboard.
A couple of singles back to back. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it's pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, you know, I start wondering, and I'm looking at the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Number 50, Taylor Scott.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. No throw, he's in there safely. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Hard ground ball for a base stop. One runs in. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it. There was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Guerrero in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here. The bottom half of the 8th inning. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Biggio pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Number 5.
And here's Freddie Freeman. And it's fouled away. To second, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Craig Biggio. Ryan Helsley gets the call from the pen.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Swing and a foul out of play. Helsley measures 6 feet 2 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Freeman pulls that one down, and a quick out number 1. Cam Smith up next for the Astros.
Hitting for Houston, number 17, Victor Caratini.
Just missed. Helsley A very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Right through there for a strike.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Back foot slider struck him out.
Now batting, the designated
Astros
hitter,
down to
Carlos.
their last out. Now Correa up to hit. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Ryder with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.